Welcome to a brand new deep dive. Today's mission is, well, we want to extract the most important insights from a pretty intense stack of recent entertainment and news sources. We've got stuff from In Touch Weekly, the Express Tribune, Hindustan Times, and a really heartfelt letter from the Fanconi Cancer Foundation.
Yeah, it's quite the mix today, but I am really glad to be here to help break it all down.
Me too. So the theme we are unpacking today is all about a week in the culture that has been completely defined by sudden transitions, industry shakeups, and, heartbreaking goodbyes.
Right, it is really about exploring those fragile human elements that sit right behind the polished media you consume every day.
Exactly. Okay, let's unpack this. We start with the really devastating loss of 14-year-old Isaac Coleman. He is the son of Daniel Coleman, who, like millions of kids and parents know, as the star of the YouTube series Danny Go.
Yeah, the guy in the super energetic teal jumpsuit, it's such a staple for kids.
Right, the teal jumpsuit. But Isaac passed away on May 21st from stage 3 mouth cancer.
It is just awful. And the medical details are really tough. Isaac was actually born with Fanconi anemia.
Which is a super rare genetic disorder, right?
Yeah.
I read a bit about that in the sources.
Exactly. It basically impairs the body's ability to repair DNA, which then leads directly to bone marrow failure and this massive risk of cancer.
And he had been dealing with this his whole life. I mean, the sources say by age 3, he weighed just 14 pounds.
Yeah, his tiny body went through so much. He had endured 10 surgeries by then, including a brain shunt and a colostomy.
It is just unimaginable. How does a family carry the weight of a diagnosis where cancer is like a near certainty? Especially when you are literally in the business of making joyful content for kids.
Well, their resilience is incredible. You know, Daniel wrote this public letter advocating for the Fanconi Anemia Research Fund.
Oh, wow. Turning that grief into action right away.
Yeah, it is a powerful example of turning private tragedy into public hope. He is pushing for research into things like cell protectors and gene therapy.
That is amazing. And, this stark reminder of human fragility is kind of echoing across the broader entertainment landscape this week.
It really is. It was like sudden losses are just dominating the headlines right now.
Now, because while digital creators, like Miss Rachel, rallied their massive audiences to support the Colemans, traditional media faced its own shockwaves.
Huge shockwaves. The news about Kyle Busch was incredibly jarring.
Yeah, the 41-year-old legendary race car driver. He unexpectedly died after losing consciousness in a simulator.
Which is just, a world-class athlete in a virtual setting, and he is just gone.
Totally unpredictable.
Okay.
And then in Hollywood, you have Tom Hardy being abruptly dropped from Paramount's hit crime series Mobland right ahead of season 3.
Yeah, due to, quote, behind-the-scenes tension. It just shows how fast things change.
So what does this all mean? Like, is the entire industry experiencing a collective moment of reflection right now?
It really feels like it. Look at Miley Cyrus publicly reflecting on her nostalgic Hannah Montana days. Everyone is looking backward.
It forces you, the audience, to reconcile the entertainment you consume with the unpredictable lives of the people making it.
Absolutely, because whether it is a major network dropping its leading man or, a 14-year-old boy maintaining a spark like no other through immense suffering.
Right. These sources remind you that the stories behind the fame are way more complex than what actually makes it to the screen.
Always. You only see the finished product, not the quiet battles in the background.
Exactly. So we will leave you with this provocative thought. When the cameras stop rolling and the music finally fades, how much of your own legacy will be defined by your public output versus the quiet, unseen battles you fight behind the scenes?